ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines Snowfall. Today, we have made a relatively significant change to the city. As you saw in the time-lapse, I decided it would be a good idea to move the industrial district to the outside of the city. There is still industry up here, granted, but I figure it's probably a good idea to have a couple of small industrial zones rather than a whole bunch of big ones. So, what I'm hoping is that this will turn out to be beneficial for the city. Traffic isn't really all that bad anymore, and my voice really just lost it saying traffic. But I still think it could be good for the city if we perhaps do move a big chunk of industry to the outside. There are actually some problems with workers, interestingly enough. There's not actually enough uneducated workers to work out here, which is, yeah, that's just great. That's exactly what you want. I've also just had a realization that I could have done something much more interesting with the train lines here. I could have had one of these be a train line the way it is, and the other one be a tram line as a form of transport to get out to here, not out of here. Well, I guess out of here as well, considering it would go in and out of the district. But I guess what we'll do is we'll just go with a bus line out to here, which it's gonna be tricky. I'm honestly looking at my city, and I'm thinking it might be a really good idea to put in one of these, the big bus stations, say, like, there. If it would fit, which it would if I moved all that stuff. But if it would fit in there, that would be excellent. Or even, like, there is not terrible. But if I could do that, then I would be in a pretty... Oh god, it fits there perfectly as well. The temptation's killing me, because what I could do is get rid of all of my bus lines, have them all feed back to the one central place. Oh my god, I need to streamline my bus service. I'm sorry, but I'm streamlining my bus service. What I think I may also do is, in moving this university, I'm just thinking it might be a good idea to actually have like a university campus. So I think what we're gonna do, actually, is change this to Nerdchester University. There we go. So Nerdchester University is actually gonna go there, I think. We'll move it out of the city center to just over there, I guess. So it can go... I don't know, well, it's going to have to go there, isn't it? Well, that's a reasonable spot for it. We'll chuck it there for the meantime. That's going to annoy a lot of people in the center of the city. It'll knock the land value down just a little bit, but I'm not too worried because what I'm about to do could be bloody excellent. Let's do it this way. And then what I need to do is the very tedious task of deleting all of these. So let's go through and delete a bunch of bus lines. And apparently this is going to be an exciting episode. I had an idea for it. I was going to build a suburb across the river and, you know, have a great time doing that. But apparently, no, I've decided that the way to go is bus lines. You're welcome. Okay, so which is this is the first one. This is the one in, right? Okay, we need to orient ourselves this way, I realize. So, what I think I'll do is have a bus that sort of goes around all of this, I guess. So this bus can sort of go around this district. It really should go into it as well, I think. So bring it down that way and to there. Okay, and then I want to bring it to over here. So then it comes in, and it's going to go... That station really should be the other way around, shouldn't it? It should probably be facing that way. Okay, that's what that's going to do. So then this bus goes from there to the station just there. Okay. And then it comes all the way back out, sort of like that. That's really an awkward path it's decided to take there, but I'm going to allow it. It's fine. It's really gonna go that way, is it? It's really gonna go that way. Good lord, that's taken an awkward path. Is that really the only connection we... No, it's because of that stop there. Okay, let me get rid of would that stop just there? Hold on a second. Let me just get rid of a few of those, because can I get that to take a better path? I can. I can get it to go through the city. Okay, I'll do that then. So it's going to go through the city, then it's going to sort of come back. Kind of inefficient, considering you could be stood here waiting for a bus, and if you look down the street, you'll see the bus that you're getting leaving the district. But I want to see if this ends up sort of working. I'm very curious. Let's actually send the bus that way. And sort of that way. And around to there, and to there. So that is kind of inefficient if you think about it. Yeah, but the point is that it will link all of the districts together. Potentially in a very good way. So that's my thinking. Next, I want to do these spaces here, these 3 places. So it needs to go clockwise, basically. So we're going to start here. We should probably start... I realize that is a highway. It does need to go clockwise, though, doesn't it? I think. That does loop around, though. So if it goes from... Hold on. This is slightly confusing me. If it goes from there, and it goes to Myrtle Lows, then it comes down to... No, it doesn't want to do that, does it? I don't know. Can it do that without looking ridiculous? Where's the thing? There's the thing. So it would do that. No, because that's gonna... Okay, this one's not gonna be doing what I want it to do. This one's gonna stop there, basically. Opposite the other one, so you can transfer line, because this one, it doesn't make any sense for this one to do the whole loop there. That's just a little bit much. So that one can do that. I guess what we'll do is have, like, the longer of the lines converge back here, but there can be some smaller ones like that. A bus line going through the industrial area can absolutely loop back onto into the main station. That's totally a thing it can do. So let's have this sort of come around that way. Let's have this go like that, and then how is that going to link to the station? It's got a pretty long way to go. This can also serve as Briarwood, I think. I reckon this can serve as Briarwood. Can that get out there easily? Yes, it can. So that's gonna help out Briarwood. It's gonna come in that way, and then it needs to go back that way, which it's gonna have to do a bloody big loop to do it, but it's gonna do that bloody big loop. So there we go. That's gonna go that way. So that services the industrial zone. Again, kind of inefficient, but bear with me. It might work. It might. It might not. So we have that. We do need one for Myrtle Heights. Moor Hills, rather, is the one I'm looking for. Myrtle Heights is over there. So Moor Hills is a tricky old district. Let's see. Let's put the third thing there. It then comes out, goes that way. So really this needs to go that way. Then down to there. Then can it go through there? It kind of can. So have it go to there. Then sort of around onto the highway, I think could be useful. Then up and in that way could also be useful. Going to the next street over could also be a good move. Yeah, I would say that's servicing the district kind of well. I think I do want to maybe just move some stops, but we'll do that in a second. So that can loop back like that. So that's a good loop. That absolutely does the job. This one, this stop there is actually going to loop into that spot, so it's a little bit closer into the center of the district. So that seems like a good line for Moor Hills. Let me just name these as well. So that one, the blue one, is sort of just our general downtown line. So that's the downtown line. The sort of purpley one is Moor Hills line. The green one is Autumn... What is it? Autumn what? I need to say Autumn Heights. A-U-T-U-M-N. H-E-I-G-H-T. Autumn Heights. What is it? Line. Then that one is Myrtle Foggy Emerson. YTRLE, Foggy Emerson Line. There we go. So that's those all named. There isn't actually one that goes into Linden and Umber, which I should probably do as well. Umber doesn't actually have any public transport connection, so that's going to be important. Let's see then. So this is going to be the Linden Hillside Umber line. That seems like a good thing to do. So that's going to come down through there. It's going to go over into Umber, like so. Then it can come up through Hillside, and then out of Hillside and back to there. Beautiful. That should be good. So that is the, again, Linden Umber Hillside line. So let's get that named to LINDEN/UMBER/Hillside line. There we go. And all we need is one more that goes out to the industrial district, which isn't actually a district yet, which we can totally fix with some very neat district placement, if I do say so myself. Take this over to here. Nice and easy does it. Needs to look good. Got to get that perfect district layout. That's what it needs to be. Over like that, over to there, and over to there. Like that. Okay, okay. Here's a question. I want to see if I'm going blind. Because I was hovering over Old Town, and only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles, ban other motor traffic. Yeah. So, I was looking at Old Town, and people were saying, you know, are you going blind? Because it clearly says that Old Town doesn't impact highways. Heavy traffic ban specifically says it doesn't impact highways. Old Town doesn't. Although people have assured me that Old Town doesn't impact highways, so hopefully it doesn't. I will take your word for it. Anyway, Woodland Hills I don't think is a great name for an industrial park. So I will quickly, you know, I'm just tabbed out of the game for a second. I'm gonna just look for some district names from a previous episode. Let's see. This is the problem. I've been recording so much of this that I've lost the episode that actually had all the district names on it. There we go. We've got Yellow Snow Industrial Park, which is what this is now called. It was part 3, by the way, in case anyone was curious. That's the one where everyone suggested the district names, and I'm only now getting around to it, which is great. It's bloody great that it's taken me this long to have a look at that. I'll tab out again because I want to see what other district names people have suggested. Because I guess we can go about and do some of the district names. What else have we got? So we've got some. Oh god, there's a lot of comments to go through. It's difficult to find them. I can't find them. Name a huge city, Nerd York. Maybe. We've got Town Hill. We've got, what else have we got? What else have we got? Oh no, I bloody can't find any other ones. Okay, maybe it wasn't that one. There's Yellow Snow was, suggested. Conflict Springs and Nebraska was a suggestion, but I don't think Nebraska is necessarily a district name. Snow Hills was suggested as a name instead of Crescent Hills. Do we have a Crescent Hills? We do. I feel like having hills in general in names is kind of silly, considering, like, heights and hills. We've got a lot of those. We've got, yeah, we've got Maple Heights, Myrtle Heights, Awesome Heights, Crescent Hills, Moor Hills, Umber Heights, Linden Hills. There's no bloody hills! There's none. It's on a bit of a slope, but there's no hills. Bloody silly. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get another line in here that's going to come out to the good old industrial park over here. Don't know why I said it like that, but apparently I did. Bring it down that way. Bring it over that way. Actually, you know what? Take it up that way. Bring it down to there, and it can leave nice and easily. So that's going to be... That's a new line there. That's going to be the, that's a bloody mess of a line, but it'll do. So that is now the Yellow Snow line. And you know what? We'll make it yellow. There we go. It's going to be a bit of a light yellow. This one's going to become a light green, I think. No, I've already got a green. What else? What have we not got? Light orange? Slightly more distinctly orange? Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so we've got a lot of very nicely colored bus lines. They're all very, very pale. It's like a set of pastel buses. Where do my buses come from? Down here? I might kind of want to change that because that's going to be a lot of traffic for that road. Where should my buses come from? I don't know, actually. I feel like maybe over here, downtown, could be a good place. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? We'll put a bus depot downtown because it's not so busy over there right now. And I know it's on the university plot, but that's fine by me. I'm not too concerned by that. Also, what way is the university facing? It's this way, right? Yeah, that's the back of it. Okay. So there's all my buses heading out to do their thing, which is, that's a tree in the middle of a road. Okay. Surprised I didn't catch that one. It doesn't look like there's any other trees in the middle of roads, which is good news. I'll tell you what I'd like to do, though. I would actually like to spend a little bit of money and just put some stuff into this district. I could put a church in there. This church actually counts, I think I've said before, as an elementary school. Which is, you know, interesting, I guess. I think I will... I'll have a look at it at least. It's not awful looking. I just don't know if it necessarily belongs in a university campus, is the thing. We do need more elementary education, but I don't know if that's the way to do it. I guess I will. I guess I'll leave it there. It's fine. It's interesting. We can make that a nice, pleasant little corner of the university campus, I suppose. What I'll also do is I'm gonna add a high school next to the university there. In fact, I'm tempted to add 2 of them. That could be good. It could be good to add another one just to there. I don't know. Might be. I know what I can do behind it, though. I can add a little, one of the small little police stations. Which actually looks like it'd be a good idea, so let's do that. There we go. Little police station there. I think I will add another high school opposite that one. As for elementary schools, we do actually... I think we do sort of need another one, don't we? So let's get one there. I know it's not the most efficient thing in the world to put schools right beside each other like this, by the way. I'm just doing it to fill out my university campus, because there's really not much I can put on it right now. But that should be decent enough. That'll hopefully work. I could do a park. I could use some of the futuristic buildings that I have. But I think we'll avoid that for the meantime. The botanical garden could look lovely there. Which I will actually add because it fills up that space really nicely. And I'm actually going to move the high school to the corner like that, so it sort of looks a little better. I think that does look better in my opinion. We can move that as well, and we can actually put a path through there, which is pretty decent in me humble opinion. Can I connect that to there? I can. Okay, that seems like a, that seems good to me. Actually, I quite enjoy that. Let's do a, I'll do an office there just to fill up that space, because that'll probably turn into one, big building. I'll do a bit of, that could actually look kind of silly if that grows into a giant building, but, sure. We'll allow it. Let's see. What have I got in the world of parks? Because I know I don't have much. I've got those futuristic canals, but those aren't getting used. Cross-country skiing doesn't seem like the kind of thing you'd have here. A fire pit park also doesn't seem like the kind of thing you'd have in a university campus. Park with trees is bloody enormous. What's that? That's a large playground. Again, doesn't seem like the kind of thing you'd have in a university campus. That seems good, though. That looks kind of nice there. Okay. What about a couple of those? If I put another one just there, and then fill that space with something else. I guess we'll figure it out, won't we? We'll probably figure it out. I could do a path along there, though, just to stop zoning on that bit of road, which is important to me. In fact, you know what? think I might just get rid of that. And I'll put something kind of nice beside the church. I think I'll do a path up beside the church as well. Like that. And where's the center of the university? That's about the center of the university. So if I do this, and I do this. Okay, can I get a decent split on this? I actually can. That's yeah, that's pretty good. That's kind of what I want. Can I'm sort of in my head. I sort of have an idea of what I want to do here. I'm just trying to piece it together and see if it'll actually work. So if I do that, and I do that, I can basically just build a park, right? I can just put some stuff in there. I don't have the more beautification mod on yet. I still haven't got around to doing that. I will actually have it done for the next episode because I keep saying that I'll have it done for the next episode. But I got a little bit carried away wanting to record this one, so you're going to have to forgive me. But there we go. I'll just do something like that. That looks kind of nice. I think it looks reasonable enough. Do some nice red trees in there to, you know, make the area look interesting. And then we'll do some small pine trees just in there. I said small, they're still bloody enormous. Just a couple, I don't want too many. Just about the place, because I'll use some other trees as well that are a little bit lighter, a little bit, you know, better looking. Such as these, which look absolutely lovely, actually. Let me up the size of this a little bit and drop the strength down so I can just place a bunch of those in there. Let me up the strength a little bit and get a different type of tree. Ooh. No, that's kind of nice. Not so much in there. Definitely not in there, but that's not so bad in that space. I would like the very bright sort of cherry blossom tree there and drop the size down to a single tree and do a few of those in there. Because I think that could look nice. Just something like that. Because these, as I think I've said before, these aren't actually white. They're a very, very pale pink because they're cherry blossom trees. So I actually really like those. I think they look kind of excellent. So that is, I think, a very nice use of the space in front of the university campus. Yeah, I like that. I think it's pretty. Is what I think it is. I think it looks kind of pretty, which is what it should look. So there we go. That'll do. I could do a row of red trees along here actually, but I think that might be a little bit much. But what if I did a row of these here? I don't think that's too much. I think it nicely kind of separates the road from the university on that side. Not really anything I can do like that on this side since the building's sort of, the back of the building's onto that road, but I think it looks good from this side. I do quite enjoy that. I could even do it up that way as well if I really wanted to, which, yeah, that looks alright. There we go. I actually really enjoy that. It's a weird university campus. It doesn't really look like a university campus, but it's a center of education, and that's what it should be. That's, it's important that it is a center of education, so there you go. Also, a bunch of futuristic buildings popping up in my city. I think I've mentioned before that I'm working on a Let's Build at the moment. And it's a bit of a futuristic Let's Build, hence, you know, futuristic buildings popping up in my city. I do apologize. It shouldn't, they shouldn't be there, but they are. It gives an interesting skyline. That's what we'll say. It gives a very interesting skyline. They really stand out like a sore thumb, don't they? Yeah, the Let's Build was actually, this video is going out on what, the 25th? I think? Possibly. The Let's Build was supposed to go out today if this is going out on the 25th. I think it is. It didn't go out today because I didn't like the end result of the Let's Build, so I sort of decided that I would just do it again. But the good news is it should be out on Friday, and if everything goes to plan, there'll be 2 Let's Builds this week, one on Friday and one on Sunday, to make up for the fact that there haven't been any recently. Then they should be every Sunday after that. That's the plan. That is the plan. There's a cargo train coming from out of here. I really want to see what cargo trains look like coming through this area. So if someone could send a cargo train around, that'd be just great. There we go. Are you going to go through that area? Okay, you're going that way. This is good. You might be going to the new district, which will be lovely. So can you hurry up? Hold on a minute. Is there one coming out of there? No. Okay, let's see if this guy is actually going to the... Okay, never mind. I got excited for nothing. This is like Destiny all over again. Getting excited for nothing. Although I will say traffic does seem to be flowing out of there really nicely. This sort of big roundabout thing seems to be working kind of well. And the good thing as well is traffic from the industrial zone can sort of filter directly out into the city, or filter off this way into the various parts of the city. So this seems to be moving industry to the outskirts seems to have been the correct thing to do, which I think is something people have been telling me to do for a really long time. So props to you guys for telling me the right thing to do a long time ago. And then props to me for deciding to take all the credit. Because apparently that's the thing I do. Let's just put some buildings there to fill that space up. I realize we do have some commercial demand, so what I think I'll do is I'll fill up some of this space with commercial zoning, because we might as well. So fill up that space, maybe not that, because that's kind of silly, and fill up this space as well. So that'll hopefully deal with the commercial demand that we have right now. Although I realize there's water problems over here. Oh god, water and sewage problems. Speaking of sewage, I probably want to move those away from there, but they'll be fine for now. In fact, where could I even put those things? I guess eventually sewage output and water input will probably come from one of the small villages we build on the far outskirts of the city, but for the meantime, they'll just have to be where they are. So let's just make those connections there. Are they connected to the grid? They are not. Well, the best way to fix that is going to be to just get another one, which I think is actually connected there. So that should fix the water problems. There we go. Absolutely perfect. No more problems there. I could actually move my... No, I can't move my sewage output over there. I could move it to there, though. I'm tempted, because that would move it away from the city completely, so... Let's just move sewage, to up there. Because, you know, seems like it's gonna be someone else's problem up there. There we go, so just connect all those up, and then bring a pipe, you know, casually under the, under that massive bloody river. Take a nice pipe, and we will just get rid of those. Because they're no longer necessary. And all we need to do to power these is put a couple of turbines in the water. Which is just what you want, really. You know, couple of turbines in the water, they're just churning up all the sewage. Again, just imagine the sound that would come with these. Yeah, I'm glad you're imagining it, because I know I am. But that should fix all the problems we were having, correct? Let's look at water. Yeah, water and sewage are perfect. Beautiful. How's heating? Heating's okay as well. Electricity is completely fine because we have 2 bloody nuclear power plants. I also want to look at incineration. Oh. Okay, we're having some problems with incineration. I mean, that's easily fixable. I can just add another couple of these in. Didn't expect to have problems with incineration. I'll add a few more of those in as well. Just to, you know, let's just get some really good coverage. Just add a bunch more trucks to the city, because that's what we need, apparently. Apparently a whole bunch more garbage trucks is what we need. Here's a question I want to throw to all of you, and I think what I will do is actually wrap this episode up a little bit early because it does apply to this question. So I've seen a little bit of feedback regarding the length of these episodes, and I enjoy viewer feedback. I don't want anyone thinking that I'm pandering, because there's a difference in pandering to me is when someone says, I love all of you guys so very much. I appreciate that you watch my content, but love isn't the word I would use. Because I love Domino's Pizza, and I have a strong appreciation for people that watch my videos. The reality is that you, viewer, are not Domino's Pizza. And Domino's Pizza has a really special place in my heart. Yeah, it has a really special place in my heart, does Domino's Pizza. But whatever the case, I do enjoy and I viewer feedback, and I do really appreciate it. So what I want to know is, what's the ideal length of one of these videos? Because I usually aim for like 30 to 40 minutes for one of these videos. A few of them were like 60 minutes and 50 minutes. So what's ideal for you, basically? I want to know, if you see someone post the time range that you would watch, I would rather that you basically would like that comment rather than post have a million comments saying I would watch this time. Because if someone says that they watch 30 minutes and you would also watch 30 minutes, then just like that, because then whatever the top rated comment becomes is what the majority of people would like. And I will see if I can sort of cater to that time range, because there's no point in me posting like a 60-minute video if it's a hassle for a lot of people to watch. I'm just curious, basically. I do it every like 6 months or so. I put out a lot of questions to the audience to make sure everything's okay, so this is about that time. Whatever the case, I am going to leave it there for today. I think we've made some, not necessarily noticeable changes to the city itself. Granted, we did get a university done. We filled up, a few areas here. We got rid of a bunch of industry and moved it out to here. I mean, we've made some significant changes, but if you look at the city in general, it doesn't look like we have. But whatever the case, I am going to leave it there for today, so I want to do the thing that I always do, and thank you kindly for watching. This has been City Skylines Snowfall. That's actually a really great use of alliteration. City Skylines Snowfall. That's brilliant. Whatever the case, that's going to be it for today. Thank you kindly for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!